Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are taking a good care of yourself. So, let us start today's mathematics class. This is class 10th, subject mathematics, chapter number 6, triangles, lecture number 4. And children, content I am going to cover from NCERT, your textbook. So children, in my previous lecture, that was lecture number 3 of chapter number 6, I made you understand how to derive triple A similarity criteria. Triple A means angle, angle, angle similarity criteria. Fine children? So the topics which I am going to cover in today's lecture number 4, they are number 1, first of all I will make you recall the statement of triple A similarity criteria, which is actually theorem number 6.3 in your NCERT textbook. After that children, I will explain you how to derive triple S, that is side, side, side similarity criteria of two triangles. This is theorem number 6.4. And children, later we will be doing sums based on both the theorems, that is triple A as well as triple S, from exercise 6.3 from NCERT. Fine children? So children, before I make you recall the concept of triple A similarity criteria, let us once recall the definition of two similar triangles. Two triangles are said to be similar if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are proportional, means their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. This I explained you through diagram also. Just have a look once again. For example, this is the very first triangle, that is triangle ABC, and then another triangle, triangle PQR. Children, as I explained you that in similarity, the same shape matters, but size of the same shape does not matter. Fine, here you can see that there are two triangles, though they are different in sizes, but the same figure is used, right? Means this is also a three-sided polygon, that is triangle, and PQR is also a three-sided polygon, that is a triangle. Fine. So according to the concept of similarity, if both the conditions, like what is condition number 1, that corresponding angles must be equal. So angle A is in the correspondence with angle P, angle B is in the correspondence with angle Q, and angle C is in the correspondence with angle R. These three corresponding angles must be equal. Along with it, children, one more condition is required, that is the ratio of the corresponding sides. Correspondence relation matters a lot in similarity. Please keep this thing in your mind. Corresponding means AB is in the correspondence with PQ. So the ratio of AB and PQ, that is AB upon PQ, must be equal to BC upon QR, must be equal to AC upon PR. Fine children? If both the conditions are satisfied, then we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Fine children? Using these similarity criteria, basically we will be having either of the two conditions given. Like in triple A similarity criteria, which is theorem 6.3, we will be having all the corresponding angles equal. There are three angles, they all are the corresponding ones to each other. If in two triangles corresponding angles are equal, then first of all we will have to prove that their corresponding sides are also in the same ratio, means they are in proportion. And as you know children, if we will be having corresponding angles equal given and we are going to prove that corresponding sides are in the same ratio, it means both the conditions of similarity will be satisfied. Then ultimately what can we say? That the triangles will be similar. Fine children? This derivation I explained you yesterday. Today I have made you recall its statement once again. Got it children? Now let us switch to next criteria. This is triple S, that is side, side, side similarity criteria of two triangles. Fine children? This is theorem number 6.4 in your NCERT textbook. Now I am going to start explaining this theorem. First of all, what is the statement of this theorem? If in two triangles, sides of one triangle are proportional or in the same ratio to the sides of the other triangle, then their corresponding angles are equal, and ultimately when both the conditions will be satisfied, then we can say that the triangles are similar to each other. So children, in previous criteria, that was triple A, we had been given corresponding angles equal, and we were going to prove that the corresponding sides are in proportion. But here, as the name suggests, that triple S means the sides of the triangle, of first triangle, they are in the same proportion with the corresponding sides of the other triangle. This has been given to us, okay, and we will have to prove that corresponding angles are equal. In AAA we had been given angles equal. Here we are going to prove that corresponding angles are equal. Fine children. So definitely when we are going to prove it that both the conditions are satisfied, then we can say that both the triangles are similar to each other. Fine. So now let us start. First of all, what is given? We will be having two triangles given, that is triangle ABC and triangle DEF, such that what else is the condition given? That the ratio of the corresponding sides. How to take the corresponding side, children? Suppose if here I am going to take AB, there I have to take DE. Here I am going to take BC, so here I have to take EF. Okay. If here I am going to take AC, so definitely which one in the correspondence with AC? That is DF. Okay. So it would become AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF is equal to, here I have taken like this, look, CA. So you have to take FD, because correspondence, the relation, this corresponding relation matters a lot in similarity. Fine. Now what we have to prove, children? We have to prove that corresponding angles are equal. Now which is in the correspondence of what? A is in the correspondence with D, B is in the correspondence with E, and of course C is in the correspondence with F. So that is angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and of course angle C is equal to angle F. This we have to prove. So children, as construction was done in previous criteria, in the same manner construction is done in this criteria as well. Cut DP is equal to AB from DE, and DQ is equal to AC from DF, and then join PQ. Children, I am going to show you the diagram for better clarity of the concept. Fine. Here are these two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Fine. DE, this is the complete side. DE is cut. How it is cut? That DP, this side, must be equal to AB, and DQ, this must be equal to AC. Fine. This I have taken in construction. And of course when I was going to cut DE as well as DF, then I got 2 points, that is point P as well as point Q, and I have joined PQ. Fine children. Now let us start its proof. What has been given to us? We will be having the ratio given of the corresponding sides, that is AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF is equal to CA upon DF. This has been given to us. Okay. So I am going to use two out of these three equalities. Look, out of these three equalities, I am going to use these two. AB upon DE is equal to CA upon FD. You may be thinking, why ma'am is going to use these very expressions only? There is a reason, beta. Because in construction, I have shown the relation between AB and DP. They both are equal. And AC is equal to DQ. Fine. So what I have taken, AB upon DE is equal to AC upon DF. So at place of AB, I am going to interchange AB by DP. Look, it has become DP upon DE is equal to AC will be interchanged by DQ. So this is dq upon df. Fine, this is given. Okay, this has been taken through constructions. Now, just have a look in second triangle. If dp upon de is equal to dq upon df, then by the converse of corollary of BPT, because I have applied corollary, I explained you what is corollary. Suppose if children I was going to take dp upon pe is equal to dq upon qf, it means I was going to apply converse of BPT. Here I am going to apply converse of corollary of BPT. Fine. So as it is given, dp upon the complete bigger side, that is de is equal to dq upon df. So by the converse of corollary of BPT theorem, that is basic proportionality theorem, we can say that PQ is parallel to EF. Got it, children? So if PQ is parallel to EF, then can we say that this angle, that is DPQ, must be equal to this angle, that is DEF. Why? Because they both are corresponding. In the same manner, we can say that DQP is equal to DFE. Fine. So the same thing is written over here. So they both are equal. Got it? Now children, I am going to take these two triangles. One is DPQ and another is DEF. As I have just proved that angle P is equal to angle E and angle Q is equal to angle F. So can I say by double A criteria? Or you can call it by triple A criteria also. Why? Because D is common in both the triangles. So by triple A criteria, we can say that triangle DPQ is similar to triangle DEF. Have a look please. In triangle DPQ and triangle DEF, using corresponding relation, I have just explained you that angle DPQ is equal to angle E and angle DQP is equal to angle F. So by double A criteria of similarity, we can say that triangle DPQ is similar to triangle DEF. Children, always remember one thing, whenever you will be having the similar triangles given, then we know that the corresponding sides of similar triangle are always equal, as well as its corresponding angles are also equal. Fine children. So if both the triangles are similar, then can we write that their corresponding sides are also in the same ratio or they are in the proportion? So let us take the corresponding side. If here I am going to take DP, so you have to take here DE. Fine, you cannot write ED. If here I am going to take PQ, so you have to take EF. If here I am writing DQ, so you have to write DF. Okay. So the same relation is maintained here, that is DP upon DE is equal to PQ upon EF is equal to DQ upon DF. Let us consider it as equation number 3. Fine children. Now children, we will be having this relation given that the ratio of the corresponding side is equal. Means we will be having AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF is equal to CA upon FD. This was given to me and it was considered as equation number 1. So children, what I am going to do now, at place of AB, I am going to write DP, and at place of CA, I am going to write DQ, as I have taken it in constructions. So on putting AB is equal to DP and AC is equal to DQ in equation number 1. So children, what will I get? Of course, at place of AB, I am going to write DP. It would become DP upon DE is equal to, at place of CA, I am going to write DQ. So DQ upon DF. But I have not got any relation in construction. I have not taken that whether BC is equal to PQ or not. So definitely the third expression I have to write as it is. So this will be equal to BC upon EF. Now children, just observe equation number 3 as well as equation number 4. DP upon DE, DP upon DE, same. DQ upon DF, DQ upon DF, they are also same. So it implies to PQ upon EF will also be equal to BC upon EF. So children, suppose if I am writing PQ upon EF is equal to BC upon EF, then this EF will be cancelled with EF. So it implies to what I have got. I have got that BC is equal to PQ. Fine children. Now we have proved that BC is equal to PQ. And in construction we have taken AB is equal to DP and AC is equal to DQ. So can I say that both the triangles are congruent to each other by which criteria? Of course, by side congruency criteria. So children, now I have proved that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ by triple S congruency rule. Okay. So if both the triangles are congruent to each other, then can we say that by CPCT their corresponding angle will also be equal? Of course. So angle A must be equal to angle D. Angle B, this angle B must be equal to angle DPQ. Okay. And of course angle C must be equal to DQP by CPCT. Why? Because they are the corresponding angles. Just have a look in the diagram. As I have proved that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ, then it means angle A must be equal to angle D, angle B must be equal to angle P, and angle C must be equal to angle Q. But children, what we wanted to prove? We wanted to prove that triangle ABC must be similar to triangle DEF. And as you know that I have just proved PQ is parallel to EF. It means angle P is equal to angle E. But now, while congruency rule of triple S criteria, I have proved that angle B is equal to angle P. So it implies to angle B is equal to angle E as well. Fine. In the same manner, when I proved that PQ is parallel to EF, then angle Q and angle F were also equal because they both are corresponding angles. And just now, while congruency criteria of triangle ABC and triangle DPQ, I have proved that angle C is equal to angle Q, but angle Q is equal to angle F. So it implies to angle C is also equal to angle F. Fine children? Now have a look. Whatever I have explained you, the same thing is written. Here by corresponding parts of the congruent triangle, I have told you the relation, explained you the relation. So it implies to angle A is equal to angle D. That's fine. Angle B is equal to angle P, but angle P is equal to angle E. So it means angle B and angle E are also equal. Fine. Using this relation, angle C is equal to angle Q, but angle Q is equal to angle F. So it means angle C is also equal to angle F. Okay. So now I have proved that all the three corresponding angles are also equal. So when we will be having the corresponding sides are given in the same ratio and angles, all the three corresponding angles I have proved equal. So it means both the conditions of similarity of two triangles are satisfied. So we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Fine children? So this is hence proved. So children, it is a kind advice if you want to make your concept related to the similarity of the triangles strong, then for that you have to do the written practice of both the criterias whatever I have taught you till now. Okay. One more criteria is left that I will be taking in my next lecture. Now I am going to take few questions which are based on both the criterias. Children, I have explained you two criterias. One, AAA. And just now I have explained you triple S. Fine. Only SAS criteria is left now. Now, this is exercise 6.3. Question number 1, second part. State which pair of the triangles in the given figures are similar. First of all, we have to prove the given pair of the triangles similar. Write the similarity criteria. Of course, which criteria you are going to use to prove both the triangles similar. That criteria also you have to specify. And pair of similar triangles in the symbolic form also we have to write. Symbolic form is nothing but as we used to write like this. that triangle ABC is similar. This is nothing but the symbolic form. Symbol. It is a symbol of similarity. So that's why this is known as symbolic form of triangle DEF. Fine, children? Okay. Now please be alert. Let us see which criteria I am going to apply over here. By the way, while looking at the measurement of all the three sides of the triangle, you may have judged that which criteria we are going to apply. Fine. If it is going to be applicable, only in that case. So, here you can see that there is a triangle ABC where the length of the side of AB is 2 centimeter, BC is 2.5 centimeter, CA is 3 centimeter. In the same manner, you will be having another triangle given, that is PQR, and the measurements of PR, QR and PQ are 5 centimeter, 4 centimeter and 6 centimeter respectively. Now children, as according to similarity, you know very well that if I am going to prove that the ratio of the corresponding side is equal, then of course by triple S criteria, I can easily prove that both the triangles are similar to each other. Fine. Now I will have to look for that ratio only. For example, if I am going to take ratio of AB with QR, so I will be getting AB upon QR is equal to 2 upon 4. Then I am going to take BC with PR. It would become 2.5 upon 5. Now I will be taking AC upon PQ, that is 3 upon 6. Why only this very relation was taken by me? What is the reason behind it? Look, though if I am going to compare both of these triangles, as you can see while looking their diagrams only, we can judge that they may be right angle triangle also. But for that we have to verify Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So if I am going to talk about the corresponding sides, then you can see that AB is in the correspondence with PR. But here I am going to take the relation of AB with the QR. Because what was the purpose? The purpose is that I have to prove that the ratio of the corresponding sides must be equal. But while looking at the diagram, AB is appearing in the correspondence with PR. Fine. But I am going to take its relation with the QR. So why it is so? There is a reason, children. Later on, the symbolic form can be changed. But suppose if you are not going to get the relation of AB with PR. Suppose if I am going to take AB upon PR, I will be getting 2 upon 5. And this baseline I am going to take with baseline. That would become 2.5 centimeter upon 4 centimeter. And this AC I am going to take with PQ. Again I am going to get 3 upon 6. That would become half. So 2 upon 5 is not equal to 2.5 upon 4 is not equal to 1 by 2. So how can I create that there can be the relation between these two triangles? So children, we will have to look for the suitable relation between the corresponding sides, because correspondence relation can be created by us also. Okay. So here what did I observe? If I am going to cancel them, I will be getting half. Here also while cancelling I will be getting half. Here if I am going to remove decimal, again I am going to get half. 25 ones are 25 twos are 50. Okay. So I have got AB upon QR is equal to BC upon PR is equal to AC upon PQ is equal to half. Now you have proved that the corresponding sides ratio is equal. The ratio of the corresponding sides is equal, that is equal to half. Now how to write it in the symbolic form and which criteria we have adopted? Of course we have adopted triple S criteria. So I have written by triple S, we have proved that both the triangles are similar. Now how to write in the symbolic form? Because here in the diagram the corresponding sides are some different, but here in ratio we have taken some different sides. Now please understand this point, this is very important. You fix AB with the QR. Look, here I have written AB. Here I have written QR. AB is fixed with the QR. Let us talk about the second relation. If A is fixed for Q, for example, and B is fixed for R. So look in this relation, B is fixed for R, definitely C will be having which angle now? Angle P. So here write down C and here write down P. Now you, whatever symbolic form you have written, you have to just verify it in the third relation also. Look, this is AC with PQ. Here I have written AC. This is with PQ. Correct? Sorry, it's not PQ, it's QR actually. Look, here A with A, angle Q is fixed. Na? So with A, Q is fixed. So what was left for C? Here also for C, P was left. Here also for C, P is left. Okay, so AC is in the correspondence with QR, not with PQ. Fine, beta. Again I am repeating, AB will be in the correspondence with QR. With A I have fixed Q, with B I have fixed R. Now let us check. With B, R is fixed. So what is left with C? Of course with C, P is there. Fine. Now let us verify it in the third relation. This is AC upon PQ. With C, what have you fixed? You have fixed P. And with A, what have you fixed? You have fixed Q also. Correct. So if you are writing ABC, then you have to write the symbol of similarity with QRP. If for example you are going to write here PQR or PRQ, then definitely that would be considered the wrong symbolic form of similarity. Fine, children? Now using these criterias, I am going to take one more question, that is question number 3 of exercise 6.3. Diagonals AC and BD of a trapezium ABCD with AB parallel to DC. Children, you know that trapezium is that particular quadrilateral in which only one pair of the opposite side is parallel. So here AB is parallel to DC. Intersect each other at point O. What is going to intersect each other? Diagonals AC and BD. So here is the diagram. What we have to prove? We have to prove that using a similarity criteria for two triangles, you have to just show that whether OA upon OC is equal to OB upon OD or not. Fine. So let us start its solution. This is ABCD, a trapezium. Here through this arrow symbol you can judge that AB is parallel to DC. And diagonal AC as well as BD are going to intersect each other at point O. Fine. Now children, I have to apply any of the similarity criteria to prove that OA upon OC is equal to OB upon OD. So can you judge which particular triangle I have to take so that I can reach on these particular sides? Yes, I have to take triangle AOB and triangle COD. Why I have not spoken DOC? There is a reason again. That reason I am going to explain you just now. Fine. AB is parallel to DC. So it means AC will enact as a transversal. So by what can you say that angle 1 must be equal to angle 3? Why? They both are alternate interior angles. In the same manner, if AB is parallel to DC, then BD will also act as transversal. So angle 2 must be equal to angle 4. Angle 2 and angle 4 are also alternate interior angles. Fine, children. Now here you can see that AC and BD are both intersecting lines. As they are intersecting, then angle 5 must be equal to angle 6, vertically opposite angles. Okay. So now children, just tell me one thing. As angle 1 is equal to angle 3, angle 2 is equal to angle 4, angle 5 is equal to angle 6. Means all the three angles of triangle AOB are equal to the corresponding angle of triangle COD. Then what can we say? That by triple A similarity criteria, both the triangles are similar to each other. Fine. Now you may have understood why I am speaking the name of the triangle AOB and COD. Why? Because angle 1 is formed at vertex A, which is in the correspondence with angle C. Okay, where angle 3 is formed. Fine, children. So what can we say? That triangle AOB is similar to triangle COD by triple A similarity rule. Okay. Children, I have just explained you that whenever we have either proved or we will be given that one triangle is similar to another triangle, then definitely the ratio of their corresponding sides must be equal. So let us take the corresponding sides. If here you are going to take OA, so you have to take OC. And we have to take the ratio. Please make sure the ratio of the corresponding sides must be equal of two similar triangles. Okay. So it should be equal to OA upon OC. If I am going to take here OB, like this I am taking. So here also I have to take OD. So this is OB upon OD. Hence proved. Look, the same thing we wanted to prove. OA upon OC is equal to OB upon OD. Understood, children? So that's it for the day. Now this is the time to get mathematics homework. Please note down your maths homework. You will have to revise triple S similarity criteria, that is theorem 6.4, which is explained today in today's lecture. And children, you have to do classwork questions. Okay. Along with it, you have to do question number 1, first part, third part, and sixth part. Question number 2 and question number 7. Along with the classwork question, that is question number 1, first part, and third question of exercise 6.3 in homework notebook. In question number 7, there are 4 parts. Everywhere double A criteria is used. When you will see the statement, you will understand it. You will really find that this is very easy question. Fine, children? So that's it for the day. I hope you may have understood whatever criteria I have taught you today. Please keep on revising both the criteria and make your concept strong about similarity of triangles. Fine, children? So that's it. Please like the video and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.